Japan is simply incredible. The food, the sights, the people. But being such a unique country means you're going to have some very unique problems. So before we even got on the plane, we fired up the old 3D printer and custom made a bunch of different solutions specific for Japan.
All the things in this video will have links below, so if you have a 3D printer or know anyone that does, you can make these solutions too. I'm Sean, and this video is the Engineering Dad's Japan Survival Kit. And so let's start off strong with by far the most useful of the prints, which is this yen coin holder. We talk about Japan as this very technologically advanced country, but it's incredibly cash heavy. And this goes down all the way to its coins. And just pulling out a handful of coins when you go to pay is going to be really inconvenient, particularly if you don't know the currency that well. Which is where this became incredibly useful. Not only does it sort the coins, I've actually printed the AMS version as well. By being the AMS version, you've actually got markers for exactly what value these will be. And has this design on both sides. I recommend doing this kind of one. And once you put a coin inside the system like there, it really doesn't want to come out unless you want it to. Additionally too, it's thin enough to actually fit inside most pockets, so you don't actually have to worry about it actually adding to anything, just slide it in. And I can't tell you how much time this thing actually saved. I printed them in multiple different colors so that my partner and I know which one was ours. So definitely a 10 out of 10, great family fun, 2 thumbs up. Would recommend you print one of these. If you don't get around to 3D printing it, I recommend heading to a Daiso. I actually did find that you can buy a similar version of this there for very low cost. I think it was like 300 yen or something silly. The second most useful 3D print that we had was this kind of basic Pokemon badge holder, which held our standard Suica card. Now, Suica card is just a transport card which works across Japan, but doesn't just work for the normal inner city trains. You use them for your bullet train, and as well as you can pay for things at the convenience store, vending machine. I actually pay for all my Pokemon cards off the vending machine with my Suica. Now, for iPhone users, you can load a Suica card onto your phone, so you don't need to worry about it. But for everyone else, it's really inconvenient to have this thing in your wallet that you're pulling it out and using all the time, given how useful it is. And particularly thinking of the rush hour commutes in Tokyo and Osaka, you don't want to be that kind of tourist that's just struggling to try and pay at the front. So we 3D printed this Pokemon themed badge holder. Attached to it is a standard badge clip, which means you can kind of clip this to any of your normal bags, which means that we're always about half a second away from paying for something if we needed to. The retractability means you'll actually never lose the card. This one is my own design, inspired from quite a few different badge holders I've seen over on MakerWorld. It's definitely Pokemon themed. I've printed with AMS. You've got these compliant mechanisms, but these hold it so your card will actually never slide out once it's in. The design for which again is down below, but even if you don't want to do the Pokemon theme, just print off a badge holder and a clip. This is going to be really useful for your time in Japan. But similar to the yen holder itself, I actually found versions of this in Japan. Universal Studios had a really good selection of them for themed ones, for like Mario and such. So it kind of proves the point that not even just the tourists use them, the locals use them too. So definitely number 2, retractable Suica card. So next big shock to your system will actually be the size of the rooms. Now, if you're not aware, Japan has some of the highest densities in major cities, which means that your accommodation is going to be pretty tight. Particularly Tokyo. So being efficient with your packing is really important to maximize your space. So let's do a bit of a fast cut through these ones. This right here is a retractable cord system. That means that you can get your cords out for your important things very easily, as well as wind it back up when you're not needing them. For your other cables, which is still quite important, I would recommend printing off something like this. This is a really nice little cable organizer that snaps into place. Really good organizer, very good space saver, highly recommended. This is a hair tie kind of keychain organizer, really quite useful. It folds over and clips, which means you'll never lose your hair ties. It works on multiple of them, so you don't lose them in departments, highly recommended. And a basic little ring keeper, which turned out to be a bit more useful than some of us probably originally thought. I'm engaged now, by the way, and I actually proposed with this, which is a beautiful little iris opening ring holder. Now, while it technically is 3D printed and I made it for Japan, it doesn't really fall under the envelope of why you clicked on this video. Now, if you want to learn how to make it for yourself, please let me know with a comment down below. If we get enough, I'll actually make a video of how to build this for yourself. Also, like and subscribe while you're here. Now, back on topic, the other thing that I would recommend for your 3D printing, particularly given how many photos you might be taking, is a special SD card holder. It holds 11 standard SD cards as well as 6 micro SD cards, which means that you'll have a very stable place to keep all your photos. If I came home and lost the engagement photos, I would have been shocked. So printing this was definitely essential for me. So on to the next problem, which is Japan. Snowfall in Japan is some of the best in the world, and skiing there is an unforgettable experience. The problem is the towns themselves are actually quite spread out, so you have to get used to actually walking around with all your kit. Now, if you ever try to walk a long distance holding your skis, your poles in your boots, you understand how annoying and frustrating it's gonna be. Which is where we've 3D printed this. These are specific ski and pole carriers designed for any system that you have. The way it works is quite simple. You take your pairs of skis together, slide them into place, and they kind of lock here. You then get your poles, clip them into here. Effectively, it turns your skis and poles into a briefcase, which is really useful for those long walks. Additionally too, these are thin enough that you can fit inside your ski pants on the side, so you don't need to worry about having a backpack for these things. And I know you can do it the more traditional way where you have the straps doing a very similar job. I can tell you for a fact this is far faster and easier. Now, there are two problems with this, and both of which we can kind of easily fix. The first problem actually is in here where it holds the skis in place, but they are kind of smooth, which means when you have two of them, they kind of wobble up and down the skis. Not ideal, but if you just put a bit of tape or something with a bit more friction here, that problem should be gone. So recommend doing that one. And the second problem is I went skiing with my family. This became incredibly useful and I didn't know if it would work, so I actually only printed one. Because they were so effective, not only was I carrying my skis, I started carrying their skis as well. So if you're gonna print these, print enough for everyone because yeah, really useful. One of the things you're going to have to try in Japan is a onigiri. It's a very specific triangular piece of rice and seaweed with different fillings. Very popular at all the convenience stores as well as homemade. Now these little snacks are delicious, but the problem is they're quite soft. And there's nothing worse than pulling a squish onigiri out at the end of the day, which is why I custom made this little box. Now this box holds a perfect triangle for your onigiris to slip and slide to. It's designed to fit all convenience store size onigiris with a little lid on top. Just any hair tie or rubber band, and that'll hold your onigiris in place, which means that you can store your onigiris inside your backpack with no fear of them getting squished at the end of the day. This is quite useful when you're out of town, when there's not that many convenience stores. But as a matter of fact, I actually didn't use this that much. In the end, I ate my onigiris immediately, so I never actually needed to store them. But to the right person, this is going to be quite useful. So overall, a pretty impressive survival kit that you can use for Japan. Now again, all those links are below, so this entire survival kit is accessible to you for free. Now, of course, we're always curious. If there's anything that you think we missed, please let us know and we can update that list. Now, we came back from Japan with 30 kilos of stuff. Example of which is this bomb from the Universal Studios. I'll be turning this bomb into a lampshade, which actually trickles to my next video, where we take a lot of the stuff we've got from Japan and kind of blend them into the apartment. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving us a like or subscribing to our Patreon. Definitely helps us out. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.